sneak into something else because we really haven't even covered so much because
Yeah.
there's so much to cover. And we've got these little short segments, but we're talking about how you go about planning your second or third book in a series. Everybody
Yeah.
has a different way, and we're finding out what Nick's way is because she found this fabulous thing she wrote and can't
Yay.
remember writing, but it is her writing. So we're looking at some of the questions and comments she has posted on there, which is a
Yes.
surprise to her.
Yes. So, like I had like said before, which is, I guess this will be like a spoiler maybe for book two, is it's going to have a dual POV. As far as I know right now, that's how I'm kind of leaning
Hmm.
towards. And it's so interesting because I thought I had just come up with that idea, but I guess I came up with it back here. And this is really old. Like this is from my fourth revision, I think, of Intaker, and that was a long time ago. Like I'm looking at the actual like revision page, which is I mean, right here. Can't really show you guys because it's a lot of spoilers on here, but this was a long time ago, and so I'm looking at the what I was thinking about for book two, and I don't know. I had some really fun things for Margaret, like okay, so does uh, does she fall in love with Joey or Charlie? That's the question. That's the big question.
Ooh,
And does
maybe she can be
Tiffany,
in love with both of them.
possibly, does Tiffany come back? Does Tiffany come back in book two? Do we see her again?
Hmm.
Does Margaret visit her? Is Margaret able to visit her? I mean, it's like all those questions are still on there too, as well. The Waywards. Is there more information on the Waywards? What can Margaret decipher about the Waywards? Um, Priscilla.
The
Now,
Waywards, were the
huh?
Waywards the bad people, the other side, the dark
Waywards
side?
are what they are souls that have grounded themselves that don't want to go to the other world, and they live in depression, and they live in hate, and they live in greed, and they live in pain and sorrow and suffering, and they spread that like a disease. It's almost like you can see it coming out of their mouth, and they spread this.
Okay.
and the intakers jobs are to stop them because they're creating all of
Right.
this hate in the world.
That's really important to note, and I think sort of on a living your life perspective as well. Uh, Everything is contagious,
Mm,
negativity and positivity.
yeah.
This is one of the reasons why Nick and I do what we do, because we want to spread positivity.
Yeah, always. Yes.
Always, you see,
Always.
and it's contagious.
Yes.
Good ideas are contagious, just like bad ideas are. But we want to spend our lives looking upwards, being
Yes.
positive, rising above situations,
Yes.
conquering whatever it is that we need to conquer. We might not conquer it immediately, but we work on it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm really impressed that you're a plotter, but I should not probably not be impressed because you are very good about keeping lists and things, and they're always hanging behind you or beside you in your office.
I think it's because I'm always working on so many multiple
Mm.
projects at once that it's like I have to keep them organized in some way. But I'm definitely not a plotter in the sense of like I mean I've seen people have like spreadsheets, for their like plotting. Like I'm not a plotter in that sense. I give myself lots of space to spread my wings, and even all the ideas that I wrote down on here like on this wonderful piece of paper. I'm not afraid to say no to those. There were ideas I came up with and they
Yeah,
may not work. So
yeah. That's another important thing to understand. Just because you come up with an idea doesn't mean to say it's going to be an idea that stays in the book. Be willing to part with good ideas, with good dialogue, with keep it in a safe place because it might result. But honestly, I
yeah,
think if you have to discard it, I think let it go because clearly it doesn't belong. And you
yeah,
don't want to wedge it into another story. Another
yeah,
good idea will come along when the time is right. And
exactly.
well,
Exactly.
the
And
time.
I agree with that 1,000%. I just think that, it's like, you know, if you're not having fun with it, oh, this is a really good tip. Okay, so then we'll end on this tip. But
Okay.
if you're not having fun with the writing, if you find the writing to be boring, your reader is going to not have fun with the writing, and your reader is going to find it boring. So just stop.
Exactly. Exactly. If you're not moved to tears,
Yes. If you're not having like the best time writing this book, and okay, so revision sometimes isn't always the best time, but if you weren't having the best time drafting this book, like your reader is not going to have the best time reading it.
absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, friends, it's been a pleasure, and I am so excited to get breaking down on book 2. I'm hoping that this will happen very soon, that I get to start writing book 2.
Hey! All right. Like and subscribe. See you next time.